Okay, I have here another French lock. This is a HFS of France, little pump cam lock. Here's the key. It says Profilux. Basically, do not duplicate. There's the head of the key, so it's got these little wings on it. Push the various pins down a certain amount. Now, what's interesting though is if I just unmount that, you look down the keyway, pretty much nowhere in there to tension from, except, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little hole just there that you can hook into, and that allows us to tension. So that's very nice of them to include that, because without it, it would be a real pain. I'm not 100% sure if this thing is guttable. There is a screw here that I might be able to undo. That might help. Gonna pick it, and then we'll see. So I'm gonna mount that up like so the cam can freely move. Let's stick. Let's just show that the key does work. That in like so. So that's the cam all the way over to there at full. We will need to pick this a couple of positions to get it all the way open. So just stick that down there. Apply a moderate tension. Alright, that's one position picked. You can see it's not super difficult. Now we only have 4 pins to worry about while it's part way. There we go. And that's it, all the way open. So, locked it back up. So to pick it back, to relock it, you would have to pick it back. Just do that tensioning off the cam because it's very slightly easier, and as you can see, it's not that hard anyway. There we go. And that's back to normal, where the key does work. So a very easy pump lock, which would be quite a bit harder if it didn't have that little tensioning hole. So let's see if this does come apart. There's the back, the rotation limiter. Whatever, that can stay there. Alright, a little grub screw. So, yeah. At least some of that's going to come out. So that's the back piece. We're going to need a tray for sure. This one. Alright, let's put that grub screw there. That's that rear assembly. So, say. I'm not entirely sure how that's supposed to come out. Don't want to break it. Oh, there's a clipping here. Didn't see that. How to get that? Well, I went on the floor somewhere. It was like a little heavy in the face. Got it out though. Alright, so I'm guessing this just slips out now. And there's what's this? Okay, so there's the body. It comes off. So there's another one of those rings that holds these pins in. So this is like a little Brahma style pop lock. So those are the gates on the side. So now you can see that there's like that. There's that hole. Don't know why that one's there. doesn't seem to do much. It just makes it really easy to tension. So if I take one of these keys now, stick that in like so, you can see that when it's in, all those gates line up around, and that's what that lets that sit in, whereas otherwise it'd be out a bit. Yeah. Oh, where's that turn? Yeah. Otherwise it can't turn. I could go in but not turn. Yes, anyway, nifty. I'm not sure if it's worth pulling this apart further. Probably a dangerous idea, but hey, it's the worst that could happen, right? Let's go from the front. So there's all these rings, and getting this off is going to be such a terrible idea. Let's not. Let's just look down the side. So you can see that one starts in its true gate, and then there's like a little false gate, like a T-pin. Oh, second gate. So that actually has mastered two false gate, two true gates. That one has a true gate, a wide one, and then like a T-lip. One starts in a gate. Ooh, very narrow ridge there. This thing is very mastered, it turns out. Super wide gate there. And it actually has a little spool lip. So there is a potentially false gates in this thing, but this one is too master keyed, so they don't function. But interesting. So yes, so just be spring there. You can pretty much, it's just the one pin that moves, not a driver and key pin, so it's just the one pin. The middle bit doesn't do anything. So there you go, that is basically it. That is this Profilux HFS France. What might have been a slightly more interesting cam lock if it was not quite so mastered. And then again, yeah, finally, there's that hole. My tool just sits in there. You really don't need a lot of tension for this thing. It's pretty reasonable, and I had that lying around. It's my handcuff key, so there you go.